Hi everyone, in this series we're going to be covering some judo for Buhurt, techniques that will help hopefully improve your grappling and give you more options. This is an introductory video just to give you a little bit of insight before we get into the techniques. Obviously judo is a sport that is heavily reliant on grips and on being able to manipulate the gi. In armoured combat we don't necessarily have that luxury. Most of the time one hand is occupied with a weapon and the other hand potentially is occupied with some sort of shield or even just the gauntlet itself. So one thing that I need you to understand before we get into the series of techniques is that you won't have the dexterity of grip that you would have if you were doing this in a traditional judo context. Okay, so a lot of what we're going to be covering with the weapons and the shields in terms of grips is going to be either open hand, open palm, or it's going to be cup grips where you're using the inside of your wrist, inside of your fist and gauntlet to push and pull and manipulate. The other thing that I need you to understand is that whilst judo is great as a crossover, it doesn't translate fully to what we do in armour. Reason being is, in judo, if you go for a big throw to get the ippon to score the winning point, sacrificing yourself in doing that throw is perfectly fine. Throwing them to the floor and landing on top of them is good. In a Buhurt context, however, not good. So one thing that we need to do is adapt the techniques a little bit to ensure that when we're throwing someone, we have a good base and a good posture to be able to keep ourselves on our feet. If you can think about it from a crossover, we're going to be doing judo techniques with a sumo mindset. Sumo, anything other than your feet touch the floor, you would be out if you were sumo wrestling. If you get pushed out of the doyo, which is the circular ring, you would be out. If you get pushed under the list, you're out. So we're going to be doing judo techniques for Buhurt with adaptations to medieval combat, with the mindset of we want to make the throw happen without sacrificing our position and getting pulled to the floor. Hope to help. If you need anything, comment, like, subscribe, give us a message. We're more than happy to help.